Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War. And today we're going to be going over the raid event teams, high, mid, and low, and then the weekly preview for the week of May 27th, 2024. And we're going to do Underspire today. That was Beg for Mercy's idea. Like, why not do it on Monday? All the epic trials are over. Not over, but we've gone through them all. We run through them all, so there's videos up if you need them. I will go over them on Tuesdays. It may make our Tuesday video live streams not as good, but I don't know. Might juice up this one. But yeah, let me get everything set up. I'll put in a chapter. Haven't seen y'all since Saturday. That doesn't happen very often, does it? I might be late all the time, based on what I say. I say I'm trying to start at 9:30, and it was like 9:42. But we don't miss very many days, do we? I'm one of those. I'll come to work every single day, but I might be 5 minutes late sometimes. You know. You gotta take the good with the bad sometimes with some people. Yeah, you might be late 5 minutes, every other week or something, but he's gonna be there every day. You know what I mean? But yeah, super appreciate the chatathon. I was really when we started in January doing the live streams instead of the pre-records, I was ready to stop. I was thinking it was gonna if it failed, I was ready. I was actually ready. I wasn't just talk. It wasn't all talk or anything. I was ready. If it wasn't gonna work, I was gonna be done and try something else. I don't know what, but you guys have kept it going. And that's cool. It's really cool. And, yeah, we're going to keep going. We're almost halfway through the year. Got to the 7-year channelversary and everything. And I got the intro chapter. I don't have a thumbnail, dude. See, that's what always takes so long. Oh, well, we're streaming. I'll make a thumbnail after. If people don't want to come to the stream just because there's no thumbnail, then whatever. Clicky clack in here. Hear 'em honk. Sauna, Mark. What's going on? You guys doing your Citadel Wars or whatever's going on? Raid event? Setting up the stream. I'll be over to the chat in a moment. Don't have a thumbnail. I'll make one after. Is this ready? That good? Yeah, that's good. Alright, jump into the chat. Let's go. Let's go. There we go. Hit that like. Let's get some more people in here. Hopefully you can hear me. Let me know in the chat. I did, Saturday, I didn't play the game. After we did the chatathon, I was, tuckered out. So I actually missed my battle crashers for Saturday. So you're going to be able to see, what happens if you miss your battle crashers on one day as a free-to-play, at least. And I don't think it's going to affect too much. I was looking at it, and I think you can miss, 2 days as a free-to-play. I'm not 100% sure. I'm still going to be, a little bit anxious about it. And, I want to get all rewards on the Kingdom Pass. But I missed Saturday. I was just so tired after the chatathon. Because it was the night before, Friday night. It was hard to get to sleep, and then I woke up at 4 in the morning, and then we did the chatathon for 7 hours, and then after that, I was just done. So I didn't play my main account at all. We played the new account. Otherwise, we would have, normally we would have played the new account, or the main account on the chatathon, and I would have got everything done, but we played the new account, so I didn't, have time that day, or that, the will to go play my main account on Saturday. So I missed a whole day's worth of, and the Underspire. I still got it done though. I missed a whole day of Underspire, but that's not as big of a deal. I didn't get to buy my extra torches on Saturday, but I still got the torches from Saturday, the free ones, and then I just bought them all on Sunday, and I still made it. So I still got to the 7th boss in the Underspire. Everything got done except for the 2 worst things about me taking Saturday off of my main account were the battle crashers for the Kingdom Pass, and then the Citadel Wars. I didn't fight my fights, so now I'm going to be behind everybody else. But it is what it is. I don't think that's that big of a deal either. But we got Sauna, Mark, Hiram, Hawk. What's up, y'all? Good morning. Celebrate good times. Oh, yeah. The calendar's out? Cool. Well, we'll go over that then. Yeah, dude, Mark, my voice made it. I told y'all I was just sick or something. It was like the long C or something. I don't know. And it wasn't, and I had already had it twice, so it wasn't like horrible. It was just like affecting my throat, and I had like, you know, stuff in there every morning. And then we would start the chatathon super early in the morning. Like even if I'm not sick, if I start streaming at 4 or 5 in the morning, like my voice is, you know, at its worst. I gotta really get up and start talking and like warm it up before I stream. And when we do chatathons, I just jump right on there and I'm talking to you guys as the first person, you know, for the day. Yoke the ham's not at work. What is it, from Memorial Day? Memorial Day? What up, Shell Houghton? How's it going? Alright, let me get to where I can add chapters. And I'll let the lurkers skip all this stuff. And we'll go straight to the raid event. We'll make 3 teams, at least 2. And then we'll go over everything else, like the SOULFORGE and the calendar. But I always do the raid teams first. Raid event start at, we'll just say 7:30, because I got to go get the Glory Shop troop and stuff like that to make sure it's not good for the event. You never know. Yeah, let's go over and get that. Let's grab my blinkies. Go to the shop. Glory Shop. Let's get all this stuff here. Come on now. Let's grab all this. That was the one thing I saw on that new account playthrough on Saturday. Like, joining a guild is more important than, like, as soon as possible. We were starting to struggle a little bit. We weren't, like, dying and losing battles. But we were losing troops. We kept having fights right before we hit, like, level 20 where you can join a guild, or level 25, whatever it is. Right before that, we were having a little bit of trouble with, like, losing 2 troops, 3 troops, 1 troop, 2 troops, 3 troops, like, getting through those fights. But as soon as we joined a guild, man, like, it puts steroids in you, you know? You get so much stats that your character's just completely different, way more powerful. Like, you gotta join a guild as soon as possible in this game. Like, it's so important, more important than I even thought. Like, it was like cake after that. We were crushing it. As soon as we joined just a random guild. A random guild, just a completely random. First guild I saw, bang, we had like 50% more stats and we were crushing stuff. It was easy, it was like all downhill. Alright, shop. Spoils of War, always. No matter who you are, this is not a depends. 10 event keys. And then we gotta check, we gotta get this, we'll look at her later. Might peek at her real quick just to see if she's going to be useful. Deal damage to an enemy boosted by allies with barrier, game barrier. Probably not. Alright, let's do this raid event. So first thing we want to do in a raid event is go get the troop. Maybe buy up to the weapon. It's Giant CT Gargantua of Mountains. Whitehelm, use this kingdom's troops in battle. Event Captain Retribution has ×2 magic, earns ×2 score in this event only. So go to the shop, buy up to at least the weapon. You can start there. I never buy that first offer though. You know, the one that they show you before you buy anything? I feel like that's just one tier too far usually. But hey, if you're buying it, you get a little bit of extra stuff. What's this thing do? Explode yellow gems, grant a random status effect to all Whitehelm allies, and summon a Whitehelm troop. Yoke says, when you have time, Cindy, can you look at PvP? Yeah, I will. We always look at PvP on Monday. Alright, next up, it's a raid event, so we don't necessarily need multiples of the troop. So I might just buy up to the weapon. It's a little bit different since they added the extra rewards and the extra tier of rewards and the shiny keys and all that business. You kind of have to buy like one tier further. But for Monday, I might just see what I can do. And we got Guard's Avatar. We got the Archdeva. We got Solarithus. Holy Saint Astra. We got Gargoyle. Mercy. Alright, we have to use this guy. And should I just double orb him? Like, for me, I think that's what I'm going to do. Most people should have a bunch of orbs at this point. Like, if you don't have Zul'Goth and CT and Enraged Karandara, like, then you don't do this. But they've been in the game for quite a while now. Like, Zul'Goth, for example, how long has Zul'Goth been in the game? Like 2 or 3 years? I'm horrible at estimating time frames like that, but Enraged Karandara and Zul'Goth have been in the game for a very long time. I guess it depends when you started the game, not really like when that was put into the game. Like, I know CT was the most recent one, but I feel like even CT's been in the game for like, what, 9 months or a year or something like that? Like, I feel like a lot of people should already have all of that, especially if you're doing the Vault event correctly and, like, getting all your events done in your guild and stuff like that. So I don't feel too bad about using orbs here. Can never hurt for me. And then let's throw them over there. Let's fully upgrade them. You might, if you don't have the orbs, you might have to buy up a little bit higher in the shop before you can fully ascend. Okay, so what does this guy do? Deal damage to an enemy boosted by angel gems. If they are a boss, blah blah blah, create 2 angel gems. Okay. One thing recently, you want to see if there's another... you don't really need to. Not with Raid. Raid and Invasion are really similar, but there are a couple things that make them a little bit different. Like with Invasion, you're cool to put as many of the tower killer as you want on the team. You could do 2, you can do 3, you can do 1. With the Raid event, you only need 1. There's only 1 Zul'Goth. There's never going to be more than 1. So you never need more than 1, unless you're just like shooting him and you're not killing him, which is going to be way far down the line when he has way more stats and you probably have very low stats. Unless that's a thing, maybe. But, you know, during Invasion you can look for other tower killers. But during Raid event you don't want to do that because you only need 1 and they're giving you the 1. So I was about to look for another one and I was like, nah, it's Raid event. It's not Invasion. I think Guard's Avatar might be good for this, like at least early. Then we're going to have to get him up. Holy Saint Astra starts humans. So for our high-level team, Blessed Maiden. Let's upgrade her too. That's cool, Sana. That might be a good mid-level team for me today. I think High Paladin doesn't... Oh, High Paladin. Yeah, he hits multiple enemies. That's a good idea. We got Angry Mob. What if we do like I think... it's like we have to use this, so it's kind of throwing me off. So I want to put 3 troops, but we only need 2. I almost feel like I have to use Guard's Avatar. Let's throw him over there. Especially early. But then it's like we need mana generation bad. So far we got Divine, White Helm Divine, Pride Divine Protector, red and yellow. And 1 more troop. Hopefully a mana generator. Sucks nobody's a human, so I can't use Holy Saint Astra. We got Mercy, but she does oh, is Mercy good? Hold on. Purple to yellow. Probably throw her. That looks about right. For these early fights, at least, we got to make it deeper in before we really... Alright, then... Class... Okay... This is gonna turn purple to yellow. What if we drop purple and then turn it to yellow? It'd be kind of a weird way to do it. Might work, though, with our explosion potion. I just want to see if it works. I know it's an unorthodox choice for class, but... then... I don't know. What do we got? We got blue, green, yellow, red. We're missing purple. We can start there. We got yellow, brown, purple. Minus purple. Something with yellow in it. Kind of like that. Help our weapon, help our guard's avatar. Minus purple, which we're not using. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I'm gonna make 3 teams, Shell. I'll make a high level, a mid level, and a low level. So, Archdeva's not bad though. If you got Archdeva, you could do like a Holy Saint Astra Archdeva, like your best damage dealers. Maybe. All right, am I missing anything here? He's fully ascended. I got this. I bought up in the shop. I think we're good. Guard's avatar is just so good for these early battles. I don't know if I'm going to be using them on Sunday. Maybe, though. Alright, purple to yellow we don't have. We got this, though. This is up. Cast it. I got up that. We win. Oh, the one thing... Hold on. I gotta change. I can't do Thief. If I'm going to use Divine Protector, I can't do Thief. I got to do Priest or whatever it is. That sucks. Could do an Explodey weapon, I guess. I hate that because it doesn't have 50% start. It's going to be hard to get up. Let's look at the weapons again. Yeah, we got Fist of Heaven. Blows up yellow. We got this one we just got, which is green and brown. That might work. What else has it got on it? Barrier. That way we can keep using the class that we want to use. That's how those weapons work. If it does damage and makes 2 colors, you pretty much have to make it whatever class it says on the card, or just don't use it. Make your whole team that typing. But if it's an explodey weapon, you don't have to do that if you don't want to. What's the difference between those two? One explodes and one does damage and makes colors. One doesn't need a class, certain class. The other one does. Let's switch back to Thief. Working out the kinks here. Give me a sec. Sometimes that happens. Chad with the 2. Thank you so much, bro. Oh, we got more stuff here. We got Sauna with the gifted. Went to Mark. Sweet. We were looking for that. Then Mark with the 2. He got his Dragon God badge back. And Chad with the 2. The barrier gem's active. I saw that last week in PvP. Alright, we got this. The whole point of doing the Thief class and the Purple Storm. And look at that. You might see a person with this same exact team, but did they do the same class? The same banner? I don't know. I haven't watched nothing today. Look at this. Get out of here. Let me go make sure my guard medals are on before it gets too hard. Gotta come watch a guy make teams from scratch, you know? Anita with the gifted. Oh, yeah. We're having the after party. The after party. Look at this. Look at that. Enemy gets 0 turns. Does it get much better than that? I don't know. The enemy's getting no turns right now, the last 3 battles in a row. Explosion. Okay, we could still do it. not going to give us an extra turn, but it'll give us a ton of mana, and then bang. Let's go. Let's blow through all these battles that get you to the boss. Gargoyle, that's a great choice. That's probably going to be my low-level team. You guys are calling out my next two teams. I love it. It means you're learning. Right, here we go. This team looks good. I mean, there's really... What else, you know? We got the explodey weapon that doesn't use either color. Well, it uses brown, I guess, for Guard's avatar, but look at that. Peace out. Let's get through all these cursory battles, or whatever you want to call them. There we go. See you later, alligator. We don't have alignment for once. Let's do this. Okay, well, we do this. And he's up. Did you guys get a bounty done? I got bounty done too. I had to really play a lot last night. Got everything done. Just the two things I mentioned that probably aren't going to affect too much. I'm kind of bummed out I didn't do my Citadel War battles. Okay, so if we don't have alignment, we cast this. And then maybe it either makes us have alignment or hopefully gets up Guard's avatar, but it didn't either. First battle where it kind of went a little bit longer, but not too bad. Alright, let's try it one time on the boss fight, and then we'll move to a different team without mythics. Yeah. Thank you. Goodbye. Okay, so here is the team code. This would probably work for quite a while. Could get Guard's avatar up twice if you need to. We're getting up so fast, like, we're getting up on, like, first turn, that once you cast him, even if he doesn't wipe everything out, maybe just the boss survives, and then you cast Retribution, and then maybe even deeper if you have to cast Guard's avatar twice. It turns into an actual normal battle for a second, you know? Like, you get up, brrr, and usually the fight's over. But if it's not, oh, now we have to fight an actual fight for once, for a second. And get him up again. That's what I'd recommend for most high-level players for at least the first day or two. Maybe all the way. Alright, let's see who's here. There's Tom! Dude, I was just talking about you the other day. We went through, like, all our members, and I was like, dude, where's Tom? You're, like, one of the people I called out, like, you know, I hope he's not in a ditch somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, not, like, calling you out as in you're not coming and it's a bad thing. Like, saying, like, dude, where's Tom? Like, I'm worried. But, what are y'all saying? Good morning, Hiram. Yeah, I can't believe my voice... It had to be that I was sick or something, because we were doing fine. We could have went eight hours. I feel like, you know, I did feel it a little bit at the very end, but that's like to be expected. If you talk for 7 hours, you're gonna feel something. Just for 7 hours straight. It's not even just answering the phone every 15 minutes or every 10 minutes. I was talking for 7 hours straight without stopping. So, of course, it's going to feel like a little bit of something, but it definitely wasn't like the times where I lost my voice. Like, I feel like I could have went at least the 8 hours, for sure. Mark says, Mrs. Nugent and I got your first starry pets. Nice. What'd you do? Like, how'd you do it? Did you fight the battles? Did you do auto battles? Good morning, Yoke. Sauna, thanks again. Went to the perfect person. Yoke says, yeah, I'll go over PvP. It's probably going to be later in the stream, unless you got to go or something. Thanks again, Mark. I'll thumbs that up. Chad, thanks again. Thumbs that up. Barrier gems are active. Shell, you did... I think Gargoyle is a great choice. Yoke says, Holy Hannah, so I got lifted last time and gave her my soul. I don't know what to give up now. I don't know what that is, but sounds cool. Mark says, Yoke, Anita, and Sana gave us memberships today. Nice to be... Yeah, who else? Ooh, Yoke got one, too. Girl power for sure. This is the place to be. I'm not going to say too much, because I don't want to, like, scare them away, but... Definitely ain't a sausage party around here, if you get my drift. Supernova's here. If you want to go be told everything's awesome and you did the right thing even after you did it and you want to have a sausage party, go somewhere else, because it ain't here. Good job, Mark. That's the best way to do it. Hopefully I helped you a little bit with over the months of us showing them to you and whatnot. Alright, so we got to take this off the team at least. We're going to make a mid-level team now. So we can't use any mythics, none of this business. Now Solaris would be okay if like you like Solaris. Look, he has a 30 mana cost. He can't be 50% started. You know, the boost off a Guard's Avatar is way easier. Like, there's many reasons to use Guard's Avatar instead of Solaris, but if you want to, if like you love dragons and you're riding that dragon, like, you could. Alright, so maybe we do something with Holy Saint Astra. Okay, we got Gargoyle. Gargoyle is good. Those are probably the two choices. You guys already kind of shouted them out. If we were going to use anything, like Angry Mob is good. Like, let's talk about the troops that are good that are not mythics. Holy Saint Astra, if you have a human to 50% start. Like, you wouldn't just use her for no reason. You want to have a human to 50% start. Gargoyles would be good. Mercy's good. Retribution you have to use. Angry Mob is good. High Paladin is a good low-level choice. And that's about it. So maybe we make a Gargoyle team next, and then we'll make a High Paladin team. So let's totally wipe this team out, except for I shouldn't have done Retribution. He has to be there. He might as well stay. So maybe just like 2 Gargoyles with a weapon? And then a Geomancer? We could use the weapon we just got again, maybe. Hold on. We want a kind of an explodey, maybe, so we don't have to use the class. This blows up yellow. But it uses red. Our whole team uses red. It might just be the same weapon again. Like, even though it blows up yellow and our gargoyles don't use yellow, it still blows up all the gems around the yellow, too. You know what I mean? It's probably fine. Something like that would probably work. We're really going to have to get this weapon up quick, though. I'll probably do Titan class. And Banner, we got to, like, go all in on the weapon, so... Or else we're just going to be sitting there picking our noses, waiting for Gargoyle and Retribution to get up. So we got to go all in on that weapon. Something like Rat Banner. Alright, let's see how this goes. You gold farm the bounty event? Nice. Let me fix my chapters. Let's say, raid... mid. Really, it's low, too, because gargoyles are so easy to get. You just go to the underworld, and you got them. And they're not even legendary or mythic. Or, I mean, you know what I mean. They're not legendary. So with gargoyles, you want to put on your attack medals, but let's lock them in. Hell yeah, Mark, good to hear. Okay, look for extra turns, of course, like always. I don't see any. And we'll just keep casting this till they get up. It'll be a little bit slower because it's not the high level team. And we got one gargoyle. And then we can retribution the boss. That's cool, the gargoyles kill 3 of them, and then you can kill the boss with the troop that's supposed to kill the boss. Let's put our attack medals on. And maybe an Anu. Just like we got 3 troops that aren't... Like, I know Titan's getting 50% started, but everything else on the team might need a little help. So I went 2 seasons and an Anu with this mid-level team / low-level team. Wow, Show, welcome to the choir, man. We must pray. You are now a sinner and one with the choir. Dude, you know what they should do with that? When you become a member... I don't know what I'm... Like on the other place, it can say something really cool, like, has sinned or something. We need to say, like, Shell has sinned. Like, when you become a member, it says something like that. I was watching somebody that's like a Dark Souls streamer. It says, when somebody becomes a member or a subscriber or whatever, it's like, that person has restored their humanity, you know? Because it's a Dark Souls themed channel. It would be like, Shell Houghton has restored their humanity. I want something like that. That'd be cool. Instead, it just shows like the name of the tier right now. But I guess I could change the name of the tier to be something like that. That's what I was just thinking. Could do this first. Then this. Ooh, I got a task complete I didn't even know I had. Alright, let's do like 2 more with this one. Show Houghton has become a sinner and one with the choir. We must pray. Say your prayers. We're now a sinner. Oh my goodness. Woo! Just woo it up. Gargoyles are stronger than you think, especially if you have seasons. Put a little seasoning on there. Makes it stronger, you know what I mean? Burn. Supernova's off today, it looks like. That's good. Okay. We got both gargoyles. They're nice and strong. They're putting seasoning on their chicken wings. And here's the team code. If you don't have Guard's avatar, you might do something like this. Shield of Vengeance is available in the shop of the event. Retribution is available in the shop of the event. Gargoyle is available in the underworld every single day. You can go get this whole team right now. If you don't have something, there's really no excuse. They're all available right now. Every single thing on the team. Titan class is one of the first classes you do. The banner is available in the underworld. Like everything. Every single thing. You should have. Supernova says Shield of Vengeance, Guards, Solaris, Retribution. It's a lot of stuff to get up with just that. You're putting a lot of weight on that Shield of Vengeance there to get all that stuff up. But hey, it's probably just Shield and Guards, and sometimes Solaris later. That's a bougie team. I like it, though. You said, I'm going to use all my mythics. You should have threw Archdeva instead of the hero. Just kidding. Alright, let's try to make one more, even though we really don't need to, because this is the mid-low. You could use this for both. But I want to try the High Paladin team that Sana mentioned. The only problem is... we throw him on there. We would want Holy Saint Astra, huh? Actually, never mind. She starts humans. Not... okay, so never mind. Maybe we would just do double High Paladin. Could do Angry Mob, maybe, if you wanted to. So either, I would say either double High Paladin or Angry Mob. If you're losing troops, or you're having mana problems, you could do a Angry Mob instead of a double, but then you're kind of relying on the one High Paladin and the Retribution, which is only 3 enemies killed. Maybe we can do something else with the weapon? I think I like it the way it is. I think you'd still want to go all in on the weapon, but you can't minus blue now. I just want to try this team. I think I like my other team, but I like High Paladin, so... I just want to do this again, but not minus blue. Got red, yellow, blue, and red. Poopy! Well, I would say brown and red. There we go, maybe. Bear banner. Get naked. Get naked. We'll put on our guard medals. Let's just see what happens. I don't know. It's a little bonus team for you. High Paladin, it might be one of those underrated troops. If I was to do one from every rarity instead of just like the top 5, he is a ultra rare. I don't know if he would make the cut, but he would be... if I went over like every single underrated troop in the game, he would probably be something. He's not bad. He hits multiple enemies, boosted by armor. He's getting 100... see how much that boost ratio is? He's got holy armor. Like, he's not bad. Kind of overlooked, underrated sometimes. He does hit random. Is that random or the strongest? So you might want to kill the boss first with Retribution. If you're going to use this thing. I mean, this is still good. It can kill anything. Like, it's got the extra magic. It's best against the boss, though. So later on, you might want to kill the... if you're going to use this team the whole way, you might want to kill the boss first with Retribution and then shoot your High Paladin. Because High Paladin targets the 2 strongest enemies. And of course, the boss is going to be one of those. And I just feel like later, be better off shooting Retribution at the boss. Let's do one more fight with this one. Chad's off today. He's doing yard work instead. He's riding around his neighborhood with a sign that says, "We'll cut grass for money." You can't take a day off. Making 50 bucks a yard. Cutting like 50 yards today. We like to joke that Chad's always working. Even though he said before that that's not true. He only works 40 hours a week, he says. He's riding around on his tractor. Popping a wheelie. Trying to mow everybody's grass, making YouTube videos and before and after. This is how it looked before. It's disgusting. Look at this disgusting human being in their yard. And then he cuts it and says, "Look at this beautiful yard now." Does a time lapse. You guys ever seen those YouTube videos where they cut the grass? Look at this disgusting human being with their disgusting... let's see if they'll let us cut their grass. Look at this beautiful grass now. They run out all happy like they won the sweepstakes. They won the big check at the door. Somebody cut their grass. Thank you so much. It's been an eyesore in the neighborhood. All the neighbors throw a party and shoot fireworks. It's been an eyesore in the community. Time lapse. Come on, dummy. Oh, here it is. Anyway, if I didn't already show it. And if you're a 15-year-old kid and somebody asks you to cut the grass, you just cut the crap out of it. Then you'll never have to cut it again. If your mom and dad ask you to cut the grass and you're like 15 or something, teenager, just cut the crap out of it. That's what you do. Write your name in it. Shoot grass all over the place. Weed whack stuff that's not supposed to be weed. Cut down trees. Weed whack the flowers. Guarantee you'll never get asked again. Just run over the flowers with the lawnmower. Don't even just run through the flower bed with the lawnmower. Like, act like it goes out of control. Oh, I can't. No steering. Bet you they don't ask again. We told Johnny to cut the grass and cut all the flowers down, chop down a tree, hit the tires with the weed whacker, ran into the car with the tractor. It's what you gotta do. It's the high IQ way out of it. Then the next week when the grass is tall, and they're thinking, let's go get them to cut that. And somebody will be like, remember last time? Probably shouldn't. We'll get them to do something else. And then you can do the crap out of the laundry or something. You stuff it full all the way to barely closing. You fold the laundry all weird. Put like everybody's clothes in the wrong room. You put different colored socks together and like put them in a ball. Pink sock with the white sock. You don't put no soap in there. You just wash it with water. Or you put way too much soap in and it overflows. You want me to do the laundry, Mom? You want me to cut the grass? Oh, you don't want me to do nothing? Okay, sorry. I tried. That's the raid event. Any questions about that? I think best way to go for me, Guard's Avatar or Gargoyle. With the raid troop, of course. New weapons seem pretty good for the event. If you need to level up Priest, you could use Divine Protector, but otherwise I think one of the Explodies is better because then you can use whatever class you want instead of having to be using Priest, which is not a 50% start class. Will slow you down a little bit, but hey, if you're leveling the class, you're going to get slowed down a little bit. That's just how classes work when you're leveling them. Some of the classes are going to slow you down a little bit, but at least you're getting them done. Alright, let me put a chapter for the weekly preview. We'll run through this thing. Got weekly preview / SOULFORGE. I don't even know what's in there. I have no idea. It's a Schrodinger's box to me. Is that what it's called? I'm making up scientific words. Schrodinger's cat. Is that what it is? Making up stuff. Blessed be new epic troop, the Blessed Maiden. Get this troop with glory from the rewards tab of the shop. Raid boss, help your guild close the portals this week. Use troops from a Kingdom White Helm in daily battles to defeat the raid boss. We just did that. Couple teams, go check it out. Chapters. Kingdom Pass, the Kingdom Pass has started. Defeat the Kingdom Battle Crashers and unlock rewards. 6 days left, only 1 week. You gotta do that every day, pretty much. If you buy it, do it every single day. If you're doing free to play, you have a little bit of leeway. I think it's 1 or 2 days. But you still gotta do like 8 out of 10, 9, or whatever. 12 out of 14, 13 out of 14, something like that. Amatil's Prison for 6 more days. Almost done with that campaign. Yeah, I did a timestamp. Thanks, bro. Oh, yeah, the calendar, too. We'll do that after the SOULFORGE. Week of Divines. All Divine troops gain 10% to skills. Week of Knights. All Knights gain 10% to their skills. And bonus glory if you use the Blessed Maiden in PvP. SOULFORGE. Okay, what do we got in here? What was that? Oh. Okay, we got Dow. Mambasira, Yasmin's Chosen. Who was the fourth? Yasmin's Chosen, Mambasira, Dow, Eye of Argus. Eye of Argus is probably the best one in here. It's not a top 10. I don't think it's a top 20. It's one of those mythics where you need the third trait 100%, and you need 3 of them for it to work properly. It's super bougie, and it's not even like S tier. It's not a top 10, it's not a top 20, but it's pretty bougie. You will use it occasionally in like a Groshnock restriction, an Orc restriction, stuff like that, especially in PvP these days. So it's a useful mythic. I would call it like a B tier. Like a B+, something like that. But it's so bougie. You gotta have it fully traded, and you need 3 of them. So it's definitely not at the top of the list. You want to get 3 Ironhawks, definitely, before you get this. You want to get High King Irongut for sure. You probably want to get all the top 10 mythics before you even touch this guy. But 22 red, yellow, brown, Groshnock, Daemon, Orc, Explode a row, deal damage to a random enemy, boosted by red gems, brown gems, and skulls in the row. The most important part is Eye of Destruction. Create 2 Doom Skulls at the start of my turn. If you have 3 of them, you're going to put 6 Doom Skulls up just at the start of your turn, and then you get to have a turn. So then you match them. And they'll match themselves, too, so it's cool. And then as the battle goes, it just gets better and better and better. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. You know? I was about to say something about 666, but I forgot what I was going to say, so never mind. Anyway, Eye of Argus is the best this week, and you may be looking for it. Maybe you have 1, maybe you have 2, maybe you need your 3rd, maybe you need your 2nd and 3rd. Wouldn't be horrible, but it's not. It's definitely, you should definitely save if you don't have all the top 10s and pass it up. I think it's better to do its event key, really, because it's a Groshnock mythic. And Groshnock doesn't have, like, amazing mythics. So if you'd probably rather spend event keys on it than diamonds. It'd be harder to get 3 with event keys, but get, like, 2 of them with event keys and get your 3rd one with diamonds, something like that. Next up would be probably Yasmin. She's not great. She's, like, a pretty old mythic, but she's okay. 21 green, purple, brown, Forest of Thorns, Divine Fade, deal scattered damage boosted by entangled enemies, create 10 green gems. So it's a boost ratio off something that can't be boosted higher than 4, because you can't have more than 4 entangled enemies. But she's slightly loopy. And she entangles a random enemy with matching green. So she's kind of safe, average, just okay. I don't know when you would ever use it. Forest of Thorns has better options. Divine has better options. Fae has better options. So it kind of pulls her down quite a bit. Pulls down her top. Dow and Mambasira. I do not like Dow, so I'm going to say Mambasira. 24 green, purple, brown, Mist of Scales, Daemon, Naga. Deal a range of damage to 6 random enemies. No good traits, but it's just a damage dealer. That's all it is. Sometimes you will use it, like in a world event where you have spell damage medals and it's a weird, like, Daemon restriction or Naga restriction. You might use it. It hits 6 times. And with a spell damage medal, each one of those hits are going to hit really hard, and you're probably going to kill everything. So, it just has no follow-up, and it has no good traits. So it's not a good mythic, but it's like an average mythic that you'll use here and there. Dow is last. I don't even like Shabana Vespera, and this is like the worser version of Shabana Vespera. Shabana Vespera is okay, but this is like not as good as that. 26 red, purple, brown, Leonis Empire, Elemental Mystic. Eliminate 20 from a random skill on an enemy, destroy 8 gems of one of their mana colors, and then repeat 2 more times for random enemies. Random, you know I hate that word. 30% chance to summon a Servant of Dow when matching 4 or more gems. You know, it's not horrible, but it's not good either. You'd be better off with Shabana Vespera, and I don't even like her. Alright, what legendaries do we got? Imp of Love, the Dragon Soul, Abragonia, and Garyon. I think Garyon's the best. You need Dow and refuse to purchase it? That's good, Charles, because you probably need other things that are better than Dow still. That's how you decide. Just because you need it doesn't mean you should craft it. I think a lot of people fall into that trap. They got 6,000 diamonds or something, they see something they need, and then they craft it. Now they only have 2,000. And then the next week, here comes a top 10 that they need, and now they can't get it. You got to think about like next week and the week after and having enough diamonds to craft something when it theoretically pops up, because every mythic will appear in the SOULFORGE. It's not like, oh, there's that one I need, I better craft it now, because no, it's like you're going to see every single mythic eventually. You just got to wait. Garion's the best legendary. He's another kind of underrated troop, so I'm starting to think about that as you guys do that poll on the community tab for that members only video, and the winning option right now is top 10 underrated troops. And Garion is underrated, but sometimes underrated doesn't mean that it's good. It just means that people think it sucks and it's actually okay. So, and this one's like people think it's average and it's actually above average type of deal. But Garion, 20, yellow, brown, Leonis Empire monster. Convert green gems to blue and convert purple gems to Doomskulls. Drain 2 mana from all enemies. Poison and stun a random enemy and magic 4 or more gems. Summon a Doomstorm at the start of battle. Sounds great. It's just like hard to find other peanut, like the jelly to it. Like with King Bloodhammer and Glaceon, you know they're really good together. And like with Keelan and Divine Ishbala, you know they're really good together. We need to find his jelly. And he's a monster, which is kind of weird. In Leonis Empire, I don't know. Green gems to blue and purple gems to Doomskulls. There's probably something out there. If you really wanted to mess around with Garion, you might find his jelly. But I think people are just like overlooking him, like, and don't even try. But he's got all that. He's got drain 2 mana from all enemies. He's got poison and stun when matching 4 or more gems. He's got summon a Doomstorm at the start of battle. Like, he's got all the ingredients to be a good troop, and people just, I never see him. So, definitely something I would write down on my underrated troops list. May or may not make it to the video, but he would be written down. I like Garion. Just don't use him that much, and that's how everybody. I guess Abergonia. 16 green, red, Drifting Sands, Elemental Dragon. Deal damage to all enemies and inflict bleed on them. Bleed a random enemy and matching green gems. Just because it hits all enemies, I guess. And it's an Elemental Dragon, you could 50% start it. You might use it in a world event, just like Mabasira, if you don't have other things. Maybe. And I guess the Dragon Soul. He used to be something we used all the time, way back in year 2, year 3 of the game. 16 red, purple, Dragon's Claw, Dragon Mystic, explode, random gems, deal 8 damage to all enemies, based by number of dragon allies. So this is really good, like early game with the full dragon team. But later in the game, it's not as good. And even like these days, you might get an egg dragon, like a mythic egg dragon, before, yeah, you can even get the Dragon Soul. He's just fallen off. He's one of those. He used to be good. We used to use him all the time for a couple different things. I think even soul farming. But yeah, he's not good anymore. You shouldn't really be using him. Imp of Love, 12 red, primal elemental, deal scatter damage and charm a random enemy. If I am wounded, either bless all allies or give 3 magic to all allies. Gain 8 magic on red gem matches. Gain bonus red mana from red gem matches. It's an imp. It's kind of like it's an apocalypse troop. You know, it's not that great. It's an imp. You know, it's not that great. It's not horrible either. It's just not that great. Weapons. What do we got? Here's this weapon if for some reason you have 0 gems. Because otherwise you want to get it through the event, of course, like always. You're going to buy up in the event anyway to get the troop you have to use, so why would you not buy the weapon there? Fist of Heaven, I use this sometimes. Exploding yellow and status effect for Divine and Summon a Divine. I think it has good perks too. I think it's got like Barrier. Angel of Death, not good. Staff of White Helm, not good. Guardian Hammer, deal damage, White Helm allies, yellow and brown. You have to make your whole team White Helm, so you have to use Priest class. Divine Protector, you have to be Divine. Damage, red and yellow. Still pretty good, though. Like, I definitely consider this when I'm doing a Divine team. It used to be super duper recommended, but... We got like Wand of Stars that I know almost 90% of y'all have, so... Doom Scripture... Remember back in the day when I was like downplaying all the books? Because you only use them on one day for that one thing, for that one guy, and who cares, right? It's still really, really good, and it'll win on defense for Guild Wars. But how important is it to how many people for real? For you to beat that one guy on that one day, on that one color, that one time, every 5 weeks or whatever. So it's still worth getting, but don't think you're getting something you're going to use every day. You're going to use it one time, and Guild Wars hasn't happened in like 6 months. So I'm even more right than usual. I don't know. I turn out to be even more right than I think I am when I'm saying crazy things. When I exaggerate, it ends up not being an exaggeration somehow. That's everything. You should get the book if you can, just because. Divine Protector's decent, and Fist of Heaven is decent. Those are the ones you should look at. The book, Fist of Heaven, Divine Protector. Probably the book, Fist of Heaven, Divine Protector. Yeah, in that order. That was the SOULFORGE. What up, pizza time? Yeah, we got a new mythic next Friday, huh? Shell says, which troop, great or bad, is your favorite? I'm really partial to Shoggoth right now. I don't know why. It screams. It does true damage. It does silence. It does an explosion. It's an elemental. You can 50% start. I'm kind of partial to... Because people are going to pick Stellarix and, you know, Zul'Goth and High King Iron Gut and stuff like that, Diamantina. I like to pick something that's not one of those as my favorite, just to be a little different. It used to be Sycorax. I still do like Sycorax, but that's what I would say when people ask me that question, was Sycorax. Now it's more like Shoggoth. Whenever I can use Shoggoth, I like to use it. It's just so fun. Like, it screams and like everything I already said. True damage, baby. And then Doomed Glaive is my favorite weapon. So I try to pick things that aren't meta, that are still really good, but like, I'm not just going to pick something because it looks cool and it sucks. It's still really good, but it's not meta. It's kind of stuff I like. It's kind of like with your music taste. You don't want to be like a Swiftie or listening to stuff that's on the radio, so you pick something cool that's a little bit underground. That's what I do with my troops and weapons when people ask me, like, what's my favorite? Shoggoth and Doomed Glaive, you know? Still good, but not what most people would say. Alright, let's look at this calendar, I guess. Let me bring it up here. Can I just click on your thing? Hopefully it opens a new tab. Here, I'll open a new tab. And I'll pin your comment, Sana. Hold on. Pin message. Let's catch up in the chat first. Summoning stones? Yeah, let's take a look, because that is part of the SOULFORGE. I don't even know where they are, because I never do them. Okay, so summoning stones, I always got to say this before I talk about them. You shouldn't do these unless it's something very specific that you're like Leprechaun. Because you want to save your jewels for weapons. And other things. You shouldn't go in here every week and be getting troops. You should get them with like glory keys, gem keys, gold keys, guild seals. You shouldn't be doing this every week. Like, if you're missing a very, very specific troop that you see everybody using and you're like, where the heck is it? I can't get it. I'm having bad luck. That's when you would look here. Nothing there. Nothing. But this could be a cool place to get like Leprechaun super early, maybe. If you got it open. Like, Sacrificial Priest is okay. We got him already on our 3rd new account playthrough. Just like by chance. Or I think he was one of the troops you get for leveling your kingdom to level 4, so yeah, you probably should have him. Yeah, I don't see anything. There's nothing there. Alright, let's go over this calendar. I'll run an auto battle, because I can't put it up on the screen for PlayStation stuff. Alright, let me open a new tab. Mark says, will we be able to get the new boss troop in PvP? He is hard to kill. Nah, not yet. The Citadel guy? They said in the patch notes that you can't get it yet. I think one day, probably. Camelot's here. Great comparison. Yeah. Pizza time. Charles, yeah. Years ago, for sure. Which troop great or bad? Yeah. Shagaroth. And that's a good one. Secrets of the Crypt Weapon. Is that one of your favorites? Alright, let's run this and then I'll go look at this calendar real fast. I'm not a big fan of the calendar. I like Terran's World better. But it does make the devs have more accountability. If they're going to put something out, you would think it would be accurate. They do have their little, like, asterisk at the bottom where it's subject to change, but they're the ones putting this calendar out, so you would think it would be more accurate. Oh, I can't do it through Discord, Sana. Let me just go to gemsofwar.com. I'm on a different browser, and then I have trouble with Discord. Like, I have to go to a certain browser because I lost my password, and I like did a, you know, you do the thing where you clean your computer with the files, and it never saves my passwords. I don't care if I put it, if I say don't erase passwords, it still erases them. I don't know. So then one time it erased my passwords on Discord, and I had to like make a whole new Discord account or something. And then I figured out the old one. Something like that. June event calendar. Let's go. Things are heating up in Crystara. Let's take a look at what lies ahead in June. Amatiel's prison campaign, March 25th to June 3rd, so it ends on June 3rd. The Frostbound Sword campaign starts on June 10th and lasts until August 19th, which is my birthday. See who remembers that. I'll probably talk about it anyway, though. Alright, anyway. On the week of the 27th, which is this week, we have raids, of course. We have a White Helm week. We got Hall of Guardians on Tuesday. We got Peace Pigeon on Wednesday. We got Priest class event on Thursday. We got an arena event on the weekend. We have Journey next week. A Mist of Scales week. Dark Pits on Tuesday. Snakelet, I think, is a pet. Assassin, I think, is the class. And then we got our new Mythic. And then we're getting an expanded faction for, I think, Fell Roost. I have to, like, go off of memory on these. That's why it sucks. World event the week after that, the week of the 10th. A Zhejian week. So if you're looking for Zhejian troops, I think High King Irongut, right? Flaming Oni. All the good goblins are in Zhejian. So if you're saving up event keys, White Helm's a good one this week, and then Zhejian's a good one a couple weeks from now. Got the Warrens on Tuesday. We got the little beast guy, the black beastskin thing, pet. We got Thief class on Thursday, and then we got a Vault event already. Better be opening those vault keys. I got 500. I'm already down to like 300. I've been opening them, but make sure you're opening your vault keys because we got a vault event. Not this weekend, not next weekend, but the weekend after that. They come around so quick. That's nice. Invasion after that, the week of the 17th of June. Pride Lands week. That's a Rope Dart. We got Indrajit's Palace for the faction event. We got the, what's his name, dude? I don't know. It's a Pride Lands pet. It's a little lion guy. Mini lion dude is his name. We got Sunspear class. We got a bounty event again. Those come around pretty quick too, huh? Like once a month. Tower of Doom is the last thing on the calendar, the last week of June. Sword's Edge week. Crypt Keepers is the faction. We got the little owl pet, the flying little owl with the tail. We got, what's the class for Sword's Edge? Knight, maybe? And we got Arena again. So they're giving us an arena once a month, too. Aren't you so happy? It says the main events of note for the month are 2nd of June, White Helm Kingdom Pass ends. 7th of June, Mythic Troop release. 7th through the 9th, Fell Roost Expanded Faction Weekend. 10th of June, new campaign, the Ice Knight's Sword begins. The 17th through the 30th, Bear the Heat Summer Holiday event starts on the 17th of June. Says, while events are scheduled in advance, sometimes due to unforeseen circumstances, the events may be swapped or changed last minute, so please be aware that when the schedule is shared, it is also subject to change. Reminder, there's a Captain Crunch decoder ring if you need to figure out the what all that means. If you don't have someone like me to tell you, gotta go get your Captain Crunch decoder ring instead of just looking at Terran's World. And I forgot to put a chapter for that. I am so cool. I'm gonna guess at the 1 hour mark. Whatever. I'm guessing. Pizza time like Secrets of the Crypt and Morthani's Darkness. Yeah, Morthani's Darkness is a little bit underrated. Does true damage, it steals life, it hits multiple enemies. It's undead. Morthani was I think I'm thinking of the right troop, right? Pizza says, yeah, ran low on Celestial Trait Stones because ran low on the other gems, crafting those troops too many times, right? Celestial Trait Stones is the other thing that I was alluding to. You know, it's weapons first and then Celestial Trait Stones. That's what you can use your jewels on. Google remembers passwords? You would think, man. You would think. Mark says, just bought my first book of deeds in PvP and got a purple book. That's perfect. That can never be bad. Purple's always good. Congratulations. Chad's back. Charles says, I'm almost to 1,000 keys, but seems that they're coming slower and slower each vault event. Yeah, sometimes it's just like luck of the draw. RNG. All you can do is get more and keep opening them. Crow says you can always try ancient technology, paper and pencil. I know. I should. Shell says 1,000 keys. Man, I'm like 350. Steals life from 4 random enemies. And that's cool because she gains that as her HP. Crow says, hi everyone. I've just been watching, reading, and listening. Love people like that. Shout out to the lurkers. Let's give my tribute. What's up next? We usually go to the shop and do like the glory shop stuff real quick. Let me put a chapter. Glory shop. Traitstone. Event key. Pretty much. It's like we do a bunch of crap here in the middle. Just everything I pretty much think no one would ever click on, but let's get it out of the way. Let's get it out of the way. It's a weekly preview thing you gotta do. It's in the contract. When I signed the contract to become a Gems of War YouTuber, they said I had to do the Glory Shop troop and the Traitstone and the event key drop table and the campaign and what's going on this week. They just said that in the contract when I signed it. Okay, so the Blessed Maiden. 13 blue, yellow, white helm, Divine Knight. Deal damage to an enemy boosted by allies with barrier. Gain a barrier. 40%. Might be good in arena, but that's about it. I don't like it. Comes in with Arcane Blade Traitstones. Blue and yellow. So right now's the time if you need that Traitstone. You can get as many as you want with just glory. It's not gold. It's not Dragonite. It's not gems. You know, it's not some weird key. It's not cursed runes. It's glory. So, let's go. Blue, yellow. Let's check it out. Let's see what you can fully trait. Troops such as Aquaticus. Submerge all allies with magic 4 or more gems. Does the Anu have anything? 60% skull reduction. The Anu, the Anus. Urali, Poison Gaze. If you're going to do that Scorpius Urali team that nobody talks about anymore these days, that's still good. You would need to have Poison Gaze to do that. I still think it's good, though. You just don't see it very often, do you? It's kind of like Fomag. Just disappeared off the face of the earth. So did Scorpius Urali. But they're both still good. This guy has a crazy 80% spell reduction and a 40% skull reduction. If you're going to use him, you might as well have it fully traded. Like, I don't really like him that much. He has a weird spell. But if you're just considering using him, you better have him fully traded, because that's his main thing. I don't like him, though, so just by the way. Huang Lao has 70% skull reduction, which is crazy. Ironhawk, can't use it. The main thing you use it for is that third trait. You better get it fully traded. Jodnar has a barrier. 4 or 5 gem match. King of the Raven throws up spirit gems so that you can then explode them. Makes him so much better. Song of Darkness, summon a Darkstorm at the start of battle, and then converting 2 blue gems to spirit gems when my turn begins. It just makes it better. If you don't have it fully traded, you're going to be like, what's all the fuss about? Mistralis, Enchanted Wind. Enchant all allies in 4 or 5 gem match. Leonis Tower even. Stun a random enemy matching yellow gems. Invulnerable, 50% stone skin. Skady has that Ice Storm, Snowstorm. Stonehammer, 80% skull reduction. Takshaka, the main reason people use it, even though it can be used without being fully traded, it's still a really good troop with good spell. But most people use it for that third trait with Stellarix right now, so gotta get it traded. Gotta catch them all, Pokemon. Borealis, triple skull damage versus Frozen, 65% skull reduction. Cedric, if you're going to use him at all, you better have him fully traded if you're going to like gold farm or something. 100% bonus gold from battle, it's the highest in the game. I think Celastasia even has something. Gain a barrier and 4 or 5 gem match. This Traitstone's really like a lot of stuff. We're on legendary still. 50% dragon start. Silent One. Silence enemies when doing skull damage. A little summon. Gain bonus blue. Not bad. Silent Sentinel. Inflicts silence when enemies deal skull damage to me. 50% skull reduction. 25% spell. Orrery. Starstorm. Get all this stuff. This is a good stone. Especially for mythics and legendaries. So once we get down here, I'm not seeing too much. Bane of Mercy. She came in. Everybody was all excited. And it's still a really good troop. But when do you see her? Not super often, but she's still awesome. Yellow to purple. It's good for like High King Iron Gut teams. It's good for Scorpius Urali teams. Yeah, it's just good. Curse all enemies. Empowered Converter. Princess Elspeth, Empowered. Very specific situation where you would use her, where it's okay to, like, lose a troop. But she can get your team going really fast sometimes. You know. That's probably about it. Anything else? Not really. But hey, that was a lot of stuff. That might be one of the best trait stones in the game. I mean, Ironhawk is there, Cedric is there, Takshaka is there, Mistralis is there, King of the Ravens is there, you know? Urali. Pretty good trait stone. You might want to go get some of those. Event key drop table is Whitehelm. This is top 5. I poop on every kingdom, and I tell you never to throw event keys. I still think you should save up for Adana or Zolkari or Zacian. Zacian's in a couple weeks from now. But Whitehelm is top 5. And the reason that it's top 5 is because it was like, you know, once you got down to 4 and 5, it was hard to decide. But it's still pretty good. It's really top heavy, like Adana, Zolkari, Zacian. You should really just save for those and don't even worry about what's 4 and 5. But I made a top 4, and it made the list. It was like number 4. Or it was like at least honorable mention. But you got Guard's Avatar. We're using that today. You'll use it all the time in the Underworld. It's really good because it doesn't use any of the same colors as Rowan, and it gets boosted by armor and hits all enemies. You can 50% start it. Boost it to the moon and just wreck everything in one shot. He's good. He's not a top 10 now. He's more of a Phoenicia or you know, he's a top 20. Then you got the Archdeva, another like top 20. It's also kind of used in very specific situations, though. Like if you have a high mana cost mythic that you just want to get up immediately, like a Zul'Goth or a Stellaryx, something with just a lot of mana, because it chooses an ally, gives them a bunch of attack, life, and armor, and fills their mana. And both of these got buffed recently, too. So when I made my top 5, top 4 event key drop table kingdoms, this was on there, and then they got buffed as well, so... Got Holy Saint Astra, the 50% start for Tesla. Another reason. Like, Tesla's one of the best things in the game. If you don't have Stellaryx, then Tesla's like the next best thing. I mean, if you don't have Stellaryx and Diamantina, yeah. Tesla's like the best true damage troop in the game. And 50% start is always nice to have for Tesla. I think that's it. It's pretty top heavy. I mean, Mercy's decent. Angry Mob is good. You'll see this used all the time. You know, it's one of those troops you don't even think about sometimes, but people will use it. Especially like a red. I think it's like a red restriction. Might be brown, but it's just got the cool. It's got colors that sometimes you need. Might be brown. I can't remember, but you know, you got Leprechaun, which is green and purple. You got Harpy Mage, which is yellow and red, and then here's your brown kind of type of deal. Something to get your whole team up quickly. It's not empowered and stuff, but you know, you can 50% start it with like Holy Saint Astra and then just blow up the whole board and get 2 other things up. Sister Superior just for your Ironhawk thing. But yeah, it's pretty good event key drop table. If you already have Ironhawks and you already have High King Irongut, it wouldn't be terrible to throw for this. Alright, let's check out what else is going on this week. So today, you know, I would look at my XP booster, see what that says. Then I would go do my adventure board and dungeon. You got Epic Trials if you still need to do White Helm Epic Trials. It's at least the second time we've had it, though. We got Underspire. We got the raid event. You know, you're doing your battle crashers for that. You know, the campaign is almost over. Make sure you're still doing that. A lot of stuff to do today, huh? PvP and in the Citadel Wars. A lot of stuff going on. Tuesday we have... Is that Hall of Guardians? Is that what it is? I think so, right? Wednesday we have... it's not on here. We just looked at it on the calendar, though, so... I'm a ding-dong. Whatever pet it is, you don't care, right? Thursday, we have Priest Class event. And this weekend, we have... Why am I already forgetting? I suck. Is it Arena this weekend? Is that what it was? Do. My memory is poopy. Yeah, Arena, I was right. And it's the Peace Pigeon for the pet. I know you really wanted to know that. The Peace Pigeon and Arena. When it's stuff like that, it's like... Phew, goes in one ear and out the other, because... Alright, let's look at the campaign. Get all this stuff over with. Where is it at? We used the 4 ancient crystals to free Amatiel, but to our surprise, she was not a witch. She was an angel, imprisoned here for thousands of years. The world had changed much in that time, but the best we could offer was to escort her back to Whitehelm, where she might feel somewhat at home. Yellow Slayer, light crystals, yellow gems, Glory Hound, earn glory. Used to be you would have to do PvP to get that glory. You don't have to do that anymore, but it's the fastest way if you want to just get it done. What are we getting? Ooh, it shows this now. They fixed that. It used to be on a PlayStation, it would be invisible, like you wouldn't be able to see your cursor. More copies of Monty. And you're getting Amatiel. This is the last week, so if you bought the Kingdom Pass, or the Campaign Pass, sorry. If you bought the Campaign Pass, you're getting the Mythic. 24 green, yellow, purple, white helm, divine mystic, explode all angel gems, deal damage to all enemies, boosted by undead and daemon allies. Create 1 angel gem when my turn begins. Not the greatest. Not the greatest. People compare it to like Fallen Valdis, but like the angel instead of the devil. So, I don't know. I'm not going to be able to use it for quite a while. Usually don't like stuff that's boosted by just one type, like undead and daemon enemies. They're trying to like counter something, but it's not useful everywhere. If something's a good mythic, you would pick it if it's available like everywhere. You would never pick this if you had access to other things like Tesla and Stellarix and, you know what I'm saying? Like, you would never pick Amethyl unless it's a really crazy restriction. She doesn't even have that good at traits. And angel gems, how many of those are going to be on the board? 2? 3? And how good is that damage? It's only boosted by undead and daemon enemies. Now, how often are you going to have 4 enemies that are undead daemons or something? Which, I don't even know if that's possible. Just a weird troop. I don't think it's going to be used very often. But hey, you're going to have it, and I'm not going to have it. And that's the best part, if you bought the pass. You got something I can't even get. Artifact is armor, which will be good for our raid team. And anytime you use anything like Rowan and Guard's Avatar and Tesla. That's all of that. Let's go see what y'all have been doing. You behaving? My back has been turned at the chalkboard. Are you throwing spitballs and paper wads at each other? What are you doing? Supernova says, I've been playing Gems of War since 2019 and can only craft 16 purple deed books of magic. Have you already, like, turned one kingdom to level 20, or... Yeast's Pizza. Crow says, I enjoy Sinnycool streams. They are relaxed. The community is lovely and quite helpful. I learn a great deal here. Plus, it's not a sausage party. We love the sausage, but we need other stuff, too. We need the bun. We gotta have the mustard. You gotta have a grill and maybe a brewski. You don't want to go to a party where all they have is naked sausage everywhere. You gotta have the bun and the mustard and the beers, the brewskis. We got it all here. Mark says, very true, Crow. We relaxed here and fun. Yeah, and everybody's smart in the chat, too. If you have any questions and I don't answer it, somebody in the chat can answer it. Pizza used Angry Mob. I use it, too. Shell says, what's the fastest vault team? Are you talking like opening keys, or are you talking like getting keys? Because it's 2 different things. There's pretty much 3. There's hunting versus, there's running gaps, and then there's opening the vault keys. There's 3 teams. I don't know which one you're talking about. You said fastest vault team, so it must be a vault event, so I would say Ironhawk. You'd have to clarify. Opening keys, that is, for me, I do Stellarix. It's boring. Used to be a Fomag, I think. If you don't have Stellarix, it would be Phoenicia, Magma Dragon. Is it the Mirage Queen Leprechaun? It's been so long. Back in the day, it was Fomag, and now it's Stellarix Takshaka as the fastest opening vault keys team. You could do Tesla, too, and there's other stuff, too. But those are the 2 fastest, if you have access to them. Tesla's probably a close third. Yeah, Tesla would be good, Chill. You could do Mortal Chain, Tesla, Holy Saint Astra. You could do the Wand, Tesla, Holy Saint Astra. You could do pretty much any explodey weapon that's not red or blue. Tesla, Holy Saint Astra. If you don't want to use your hero, you could do Tesla, Holy Saint Astra, Leprechaun or something. But you should probably use your hero. Sauna says, having fun with Blood Frenzy Green with Queen Bee. How do you get an Ironhawk, Crow? You would save up your diamonds and save up your event keys. And then you would either wait for an Adana week to come through and use your event keys to try to get Ironhawk. Or you would save up your diamonds and wait for Ironhawk to come through in the SOULFORGE. Both things will happen eventually. If you have patience and you save 4,000, 8,000, 12,000, whatever you want to save. If you want 1, 2, or 3, you put them to the side and you just write Ironhawk on them. You save 5,000 event keys, you put them to the side, you write Ironhawk on them. You will get it. That kingdom must come through. There's a cycle. Adana will be here eventually, even if you don't see it anytime, anywhere, coming anytime soon. It will come eventually. That's how the game works. So if you have a bunch of event keys and you keep saving them and saving them and saving them, you will get Ironhawk. It will be an Adana week. You can throw your event keys and get it. Same with diamonds. If you save 8,000 diamonds for 2 Ironhawks, it will pop up in the SOULFORGE. It has to. It's how it works. It's just like, when will it be? I don't know. I can't tell you. It might be next week. It could be 50 weeks from now. Like, I don't know. But it will happen. You just got to have patience. That's usually how you get it. I mean, some people might get lucky and just throw random keys, but there's 100 mythics in the game. You can't count on that. Yep, save event keys and save diamonds. That's how you get a certain specific mythic if you're having trouble getting it. Everybody in the game should save event keys. There's nobody in the game that shouldn't just throw them every time they get them. Even me as my brand new level 25 account. I'm going to save my event keys. I'm not just going to throw them. Maybe here and there for like Leprechaun or some very specific troop, maybe. But mostly I'm going to be saving them no matter who I am until I see Adana. Mark Balden's here. You have Diamantina and 3 Cosmic Dragons. Should I save a Dragonite for a second Diamantina or keep trying for the other Cosmic Dragons? Cosmic Dragons for sure, because Stellaryx is the best troop in the game right now, so anything you can do to get it. You have Diamantina, which is great, and it's only like a butt hair under Stellaryx, so I would use Diamantina whenever you can right now and enjoy it, because once you get Stellaryx, you're never going to use it again. So I wouldn't go get 2 Diamantinas. Nobody uses that anymore. That was kind of like a bougie thing before Stellaryx came out. I would say Stellaryx 100% on that question. Cosmic Dragons 100%. Stellaryx is the best in the game. And use your Diamantina for the next 2 or 3 months while you're trying to get that Stellaryx, because you're not going to use it ever again once you get Stellaryx, you know? Alright, let me do another chapter here. What's up next? We have, we can either do PvP, UNDERSPIRE. Is that it? Am I missing anything? I think that's it. Would you guys rather see PvP or UNDERSPIRE? Am I missing something? Am I forgetting something here? I don't think so, right? We did the raid event. We did the SOULFORGE. We did the campaign. We did all that other crap. Feel like I'm forgetting something, but yeah, Battle Crashers doesn't really need to be explained, but you're right. I will have to do those later today. Let's see. I think I'll just choose something. I need to get this going. Let's see. PvP or UNDERSPIRE? I don't know. PvP's newer. And what is going on here? So my main thing every week is just to get to my goals. I'm not going for leaderboards or anything. I definitely participate in the Citadel Wars, but that's my main goal. And then somebody was asking, I think Maka was asking, like, what do you use gold marks on and why? And what do you use silver? Or why do you do PvP? Was basically the question. Like, why do you do PvP was Maka's question. And the answer is to get gold marks so you can get books, and to get silver marks so you can get all the pets. And why do you want books? Because they level up kingdoms, and that's one of the hardest things to do in the game. And it's a whole book. It's not just a deed or a writ. It's a whole freaking book, which is very, very expensive and very valuable. So you're getting gold marks to get books. That's the reason you're doing PvP. And even like the gold booster, the soul booster, like it's a good place to get gold too and whatever. Like pet. If you want pets, like the pet gnomes and stuff like that. There's other reasons too, but the main reason is to get gold marks to get books, in my opinion. And then silver marks to get 1 copy of each pet, so you can have another one for kingdoms, because you need 3 fully ascended from each kingdom. It's just another way to get another pet. So you get silver marks for pets, you get gold marks for books, and that's why you do PvP. Let's break it down. Okay, I gotta make a team for every region, which is fun. But usually, I wish they would save them. What if the new update saves them? No, why couldn't you do that? You do a PvP update. The one thing you could do that everybody wants. Like, nobody was asking for alliances. Like, it's cool and everything, but, you know, what everybody was asking for was please to save our teams. You know what I'm saying? Like, right now, oh, jeez. If they saved our teams, that we could be in there as an enemy to fight, too. It's not just, like, so stupid. They just did a whole update. They could have added that so easily. Just save the teams for us. They have the same restrictions all the time. They could... It's happened before, I swear it has. If we have the same restriction back-to-back days, it saves the team. All I gotta do is remember it from week to week instead of day to day. I don't know. It's stupid. A stupid dummy. They're stupid dummies. What you guys think? They just did a PvP update, and one thing everybody was asking for was that they save the restriction teams, like, for each restriction. Pretty simple, in my opinion. I don't know, maybe there's something in the game where you can't do that. It's hard because devs have a reason. It's hard because the weekly reset. Blah, blah. I'm sure they have their stupid reason, but... Alright, we got a Mystic restriction. Let me put a chapter for this. PvP teams / Citadel stuff. The 133. Who agrees with me? They did a freaking update. They couldn't put some quality of life stuff like that in. They have to just put all their money bullcrap in where people are buying stuff to fight for the leaderboard. That was their main goal. Our main goal is to make sure people are spending money on the game and fighting for the leaderboard. Dollar to dollar. Here's my dollar, your dollar. Oh, we're the same again. Here's my dollar, your dollar. Oh, we're both tied again. Here's my dollar, your dollar. We're tied again. Kind of the stupid, dummy leaderboard where people are just spending the same amount of money, winning the same amount of fights, and tying. Alright, Mystic. What do we got? I think this one's easy, right? Just Queen Beatrix. I'm not even going to fart around too much here. I think I do this. What's the weapon? Wand? I'm not the biggest fan of making PvP teams every freaking week. When you already made them. Like, I hate that. I hate doing things over again. It's like you build a tower and then it falls over and you have to build it again. You do a puzzle and somebody comes in the room and just rips the puzzle apart. That's what it feels like. It feels like they're ripping up our puzzle every week. Something like that. Might be different if you're doing, like, Citadel Wars. It might be different if there's a Blood Frenzy, but... You know, some sort of Queen Beatrix team would be great for Mystic. And I don't even like her that much, but there's really nothing else, I feel like, if I remember correctly. And you can use a different weapon if you want. I just don't feel like thinking about it too much. We gotta do a bunch of them, and we have to do it every week. Just like we made a puzzle and they tore it up, and it's annoying. Yeah, dungeon, you might have to hit the pip. Just stupid little pip. We missed. That's cool. This person could loop us to death. I better be careful. Fighting my team. Pretty much. Oh, wow, we missed. Am I gonna lose? There we go. Shoo! Anyway, that's PvP for you. You got a team, the enemy has pretty much the same team. If you miss, sometimes you're gonna lose because you're facing your team. I wouldn't worry about it too much losing. Except for Citadel Wars and stuff. Probably don't want to lose there, but... in regular PvP, if you're not going for the leaderboard, sometimes you just retreat. Move on to the next fight. Okay, we have Citadel Wars here, but I'm going to go through each team first. You have one for every restriction. Glacial Peaks. The Cold Nipples. Yeah, King of the Ravens, he's pretty good. You have to use a certain weapon. Boreal Crystal's not bad. King of the Ravens, Saphir X. Borealis. Daughter of Time. Daughter of Ice. I think it's gotta be some sort of King of the Ravens team, huh? Maybe Saphir X? It's a lot of blue. What if you just, like, do a sandwich? They use the same colors, poop. I feel safer with King of the Ravens. I kinda want to use Daughter of Time, too. I don't know if this is gonna work. Then what do you do? Might try that. This might be weird. Like going all in on King of Ravens. But I'm hoping I get a lot of extra turns and steal a lot of mana. Let's try Archer. Let's try... Need a lot of green and a lot of yellow. I don't know if this is gonna work or not. I'm just... We got... Okay, we can minus brown. That's fine. Let's go Armored Banner. Let's see what happens. I don't know. Glacial Peaks is not my favorite. Yeah, 4,000 diamonds for a mythic. Oh, cool, I got my Battle Crasher. Another reason to do PvP. We said a bunch of reasons earlier, and that's another reason. Okay, we don't have this. Red to blue. Unfortunate. I'll try to steal their mana. Still don't have it. We need to get up our weapon. Red to blue, please. Could do this, get an extra turn. Let's get our weapon up. Alright, she's like free, right? She's pretty much free. Then we can blow it up. Get an extra turn. We could do this again. Oh, we don't need blue, though. We'll do this. Do this. Do that. Hey, I need daughter. I need her up. Just trying to make like this loopy team. Could kill that. Extra turn. Do this. Do that. Huh. You know, I think that might work even for Blood Frenzy and Citadel Wars. You see like the little bit of a slow start, but once you get going, you're throwing so much hourglass gems on the board, and then you're doing so many explosions, and you're stealing their mana too. King of the Ravens kind of underrated. I think it's a top 20. Maybe, yeah, definitely a top 20. I know it looks crazy, like I only have one damage dealer, and if it dies, we're screwed. But we have a summon right here. Like, if it happens to weirdly die in third slot before this, we could summon something with that. It's not the end of the world, but it would suck if you lose your King of the Ravens. You said the inner ring had 2 purple restrictions, Joke? We got, yeah, 2 purples. Weird. That's probably because of what we chose. Like, you know how in Citadel Wars on Sunday you get to vote? I bet you purple won twice. Because that's what you vote on. You kind of vote... If you win the Citadels, you vote on what the restriction is. So that's why it's 2 purples. Because the winner, the Dark Order, voted that they wanted purple, I guess, on 2 of them. Well, that'll be easy for me, at least. And we got green. What? Didn't I say base rarity? What do I usually do for green? You think I'd remember these? We do them every week. I think it's another Queen Beatrix type of deal, huh? That's what I'm guessing. You got Gob Truffle, you got King Aberon. You could do Rowan probably with King Aberon if you want to, if you're lower level. Maybe since I already did Queen Beatrix. I'll try to do the low level team. We're not in a Blood Frenzy. Oh, we are. Poop. So you gotta kind of make it... Let's go grab my Guild Wars team, I guess. Blood Frenzy is kind of like Guild Wars, and so is Citadel Wars. So you might want to just grab your Guild Wars team if you got a Blood Frenzy. And it's going to be something different if it's not Blood Frenzy or Citadel Wars. You're going to do something faster, obviously. You could just do Wand and Stellarix. You could just do Queen Beatrix, some green fast team, but since it's Blood Frenzy, this may or may not work. I mean, this is one of my older Guild Wars team. We haven't had Guild Wars in like 6 months, and like other people are going to be using certain things. I might get looped to death. We'll see, though. Okay. Wow, Queen. Looking for that Doomed Glaive, but I don't see it though. Steal somebody's attack. We could turn stuff to brown with our Apothecary. Maybe. Maybe not. Wow. Let's just do this. And this. Not bad, but I picked the lowest battle. It was Blood Frenzy, though, so it's not like it was super easy. They had 50% more stats and still wrecked them. Champion of Anu Rectum. Put on your medals of Anu, and then Rectum. Tyrion Shark, I see you there. What's up, dude? Alright, Tyrion, man. Have a good one, bro. Oh, nice. Hell yeah, bro. So I'm telling you, man. If you're still here, Tyrion, I've been through it. Probably the same exact thing you're doing right now, dude. Like, I don't like talking about it too much, but sometimes you just gotta wait. You know, like, just takes time, and you never know what's gonna happen, bro. You think something's over forever, and it's just like, you just gotta sometimes wait, and, you know, not freak out too much. You never know. Something you think can never happen will happen. I was telling you that as soon as it happened, because I've been through it, so. You know, not going to happen for everybody, but it could. It's not impossible. Okay. We got mech. We got mech. Bork is good. Right, Tina, huh? Am I missing a mech? Not Ironhawk, not Sparkinator, not Carnex. None of that. None of this. Shocktopus is good if you're low level. Goblin Rocket's decent if you're super low level. Bombot's good sometimes if you're facing like a really crappy low level team. You can just blow them up. I guess it's Tina for high level though. Then do you like double down on that Tina or what? Maybe you can put a Carnex in first slot? What's our weapons? Is it everything? I mean, you're normally just gonna wand, right? I hate doing it to you every single time. I just know most of y'all have it. And if you don't, just do Vault Event harder and you'll get it pretty quick. I don't know if I even need both of these. Like, I might throw the wand on the bottom. I might even go 2 Tina. That seems bougie. Guess we could do Shocktopus to mix it up. So we're not doing 2 Tinas. It's kind of, I'm blocking the crap out of it, but I'm just trying to show you something that's not 2 Tinas. Because normally it'd probably be like something like this. I guess I'll do it. This can still catch red. This can still catch purple. That'd be the order. But, and then you have to do Mechanist. And your banner, we got 2 brown, 3, okay. 3 brown, 3 yellow. 3 green. So as long, we got brown, yellow, green, red. Let's see. I think I want brown. Like a brown yellow or a brown green. There we go. Let's see how this goes. Of course, you'd be changing your medals. I'm just impatient right now. I just want to get this done, so I should probably be changing my medals. Yoke the Ham, you're out of here? Alright, man. We'll have a good one. Noonday Shadow's here. I feel you, dude. I was so tired Saturday and grumpy after the chatathon. I finally got some sleep. I can't remember if it was Sunday I was really grumpy or the rest of the day Saturday. One of those two I was like super grumpy and like irritated all day. It's because I didn't sleep though. It's not because of the chatathon. It's because of the no sleep thing. And the chatathon does turn my brain to pudding. And my voice, It has an effect on me, but nothing too crazy. But without sleep, too, I was really feeling it. Okay, we'll probably Tina. Even though Shocktopus, there is 3 brown enemies. We could get some value out of that. I'm just afraid Tina's just going to wipe them anyway. It's 3 enemies. Let's do this first. Make sure we hit those. I'd probably just Bork. Like, you might just use the wand for Bless and Curse. So you could just keep doing this. I guess the wand could get an extra turn easier than the Bork, but that went good. I can recommend it. If you want to, do double Tina. If you want to, you can throw the Shocktopus on the bottom and just try to get up your Tina and just use Shocktopus every once in a while. I just think Bork's really good. You should probably use it no matter what. And Tina's the best damage dealer. And go from there. Like the 2nd and 4th slot, you could probably change if you want to. I probably have great rants when I'm grumpy. Especially if something made me grumpy and then I rant about that thing. I was kind of like the neighbor rant during the chatathon because they're the ones keeping me up. The down the street neighbors. Will all of these work for your Citadel wars? I don't know. You know, I can't just... You know, I don't know. We'll go back and do the Citadel battles after I show every single restriction. We got purple. I usually just do... Hey, it saved one. Wow. That's great. So you guys have seen this one before. I'm going to save myself some time. You're just looping with the Doomed Bulge and the Void Dragon. And that'll work for 2 of them right now, at least on PlayStation. It's probably different on other platforms because you guys have different alliances with different Citadel wars and different voting. So that'll work for those both. It didn't save it here, but it saved it there. I think it's if you had it the last day. Let me go ahead and paste it over. Sometimes I'll use Thrall, Stellarix, Dustbringer, Leprechaun too, though, if you want a different team. I think I made this team just to not have a Stellarix team last week. And then you got, like, I think Shoggoth and Venoxia you could do as well if you want to do something other than those two. Alright, Mist of Scales was one that we picked, I remember. I liked Mist of Scales. Because you got Takshaka and Venoxia. So you could do one of those. You got Marilith. That's probably the team right there. Weapon. What are we going to do? Probably some sort of explodey. Scale Guard Protector is blue and purple. Maybe. Now Venoxia is blocked. Maybe that? And what class do we do? Archer or Thief? We want a purple storm or a green storm? I think we want a green storm because this puts green up. I'll go Archer, I guess. Plus it'll help get Marilith up. Then we need Marilith up. I'm gonna go green. And I might go... Okay, we got green. Green, purple? We're not using brown at all. Cool. We got green, red, purple, blue, yellow. We got everything. I definitely want to use green. Green, blue wouldn't be bad. Let's try this. Mist of Scales is like a secret good, you know, Marilith, Venoxia, Takshaka. You guys picked the green Enchanted Grove, Chad? I always pick the thingy. Alright, there's Marilith. We don't need her yet, though. Bang, we win. Wow. It definitely works. I mean, Takshaka Venoxia is a team. It would smoke this team right here. Let's just run one more. I want to smoke them. And we got a Battle Crasher. Cool. Up, yeah, extra turn right there. Let's get up our weapon. Oh, there's Marilith. There's Venoxia. And we win. Well, all the teams are performing well. I haven't had one hiccup yet. I don't think. Even that Glacial Peaks team I made from scratch that I was a little bit worried about worked good. Okay, how many more we got? We got Beast, Goblin, and that's it. Cool. Beast. Have we ever had Beast? Amarok, Flame of Anu, Hatiran Scroll. Toras, Wolfgarrick, Basilisk. This is gonna be weird. Sir Quentin Hadley's a beast. I don't think I've ever done beast. We got Bork. Maybe Moon Rabbit to get up Bork. And then 2 damage dealers. Is there any other beasts I'm not thinking about here? I don't ever really think about beast. Making sure I'm not missing something crazy. Bork's probably the way to go. There's a lot of beasts in the game, yeah? That's crazy. Alright. The Great Maul, maybe. I already got Bork that's yellow-brown, though. Great Maul you'd only cast once, so... Might be okay. Let's go back to the top. Mythics. Who can do damage now? We could do this and get our 50% start. We're probably better off doing mech instead. I don't know. Grimfeather? Sir Quentin Hadley. Purple to yellow, green to skull. Purple to red, brown to skull. Might do a skull team? Got all the weapons. I might try Dawnbringer. Or you could do a doomed weapon. Okay, what? Green to purple and yellow to Doom Skull. What weapon? And purple to Doom Skull, maybe. I'm not scared of that Bork blocking it. And then maybe Forest Guardian. It does purple to skulls and brown to green. I don't know, I'm gonna try it. It's probably not the best peanut butter and jelly. I'm gonna do Mechanist. Hopefully this weirdly works. Lots of yellow. He'll go all in on Bork. We got yellow, brown, blue, red, purple, green. Good minus green. I don't know, let's try it. Putting up some unorthodox teams today. Glacial Peaks, Beast. And I got a Medal of Anuon that I don't need. What'd this person do? Let's see. Essence of Evil, Tauras, Queen Aurora, Kerberos, huh? Sucks is I got entangled. Yellow to Doomskull. Let's just do it. Still annoys the crap out of the enemy. We got purple to skull, brown to green. Oh, we just put purple up. Yellow to Doomskull, green to purple. Okay, we can't do that. Let's do this. Probably would need Orpheus to really make this work. Yellow to Doomskull, purple to green, or purple to skull, brown to green. We got this. Now we got that. Like, this is definitely gonna win. It might just be really slow because they freaking entangled me. So, if a team can win, and its main thing is skulls, and the first slot's entangled, and it still wins, then how good is that? We'll see, though. What if I lose? Got this, too. We could do purple. That's AoE damage as well, so probably do that if we can, but we can't right now. We have to do Bork, I think. And we got summons. If we lose our first slot, we could summon in. This team has everything. Alright, you just gotta... It's, like, slow because you gotta remember, like, yellow to Doomskull and green to purple, and then purple to skull, and then brown to green. Usually you have something, but I don't have anything. Then you do Bork if you don't have anything. Yay, they switched my team. Thank you. Now I can do this. And this. And... gotta look around. Try to do that. Okay. Purple to skull. We don't have. We do have this. Shoo! That was cool. I like it. That'd be a fun one to do. If you get bored of all the AoE all the time, do a cool skull team. And I just pull it out of my butt somehow. I like it though. That's fun. And I was entangled almost the whole, at least half the battle, and I still crushed their face in. Hatir Scroll is underrated. People don't like it because it does lycanthropy. But then it's immune to lycanthropy. It has a double convert, it has a summon, and it's immune to the lycanthropy. I like it. I think I'm one of the only people that like Hatir Scroll. That worked though, and it worked good. Might try it here. Alright, one more. Goblins. Oh, we got High King Iron Gut, we got Flaming Oni, we got Gob Truffle. I could do my Flaming Oni team. I like just showing that sometimes. It might not be the best thing. Let's go get it. If I can just copy paste a team that I know works, I'm gonna do it. I think I showed you guys this before. It's not the fastest, but it was undefeated for a while for me. I think it lost eventually, but it never loses in like auto battles. I don't know why I got that class on. Probably just to level it while it was auto battling. Alright, so that's every restriction PvP. We still got to do Underspire, man. So I don't know if I'm going to do the Citadel Wars. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. It's not going to be the same for everybody anyway. Alright, we just got to get it going. Some red and green. The problem with this team is that Gob Truffle's your only damage, but you're not going to die. You got a million summons and a million extra turns. Dangus. Just don't cast that Gob sticker unless you really, really need it. Because it doesn't have an extra turn on it. But everything else does. And we might have to. Not yet. Team did good if you don't have to cast the Gob sticker. And there might be a better weapon for this team. I need to look at it. Which one do you do if you have both? I think you do this. So it'll go straight to your Gob Truffle. Instead of some of it going into the dingus. See how it's just like extra turn, extra turn, extra turn, extra turn. Extra turn probably popped up on the screen like 12 times there. Not bad. Probably could do something better and quicker. I don't know. It's my team that I made up, and I like to show it. I think the weapon would be the one weakness. You could do something else. I just like that it says Gob sticker. Now I got a whole Goblin team. I don't know. It's a Goblin weapon. It's another summon. Summon a Goblin, so you're still got a whole Goblin team. So that was every single restriction. Like I said, I don't think I'm going to do Citadel Wars because I don't think it's the same for everybody. Because there's no way. There's no way like the PC Mobile Alliance picked the same exact restrictions as the PlayStation Alliances. We'll do that tomorrow. Like, we'll do Citadel Wars tomorrow. We got to do Underspire still today. And I'll put a timestamp in and catch up in the chat, see what y'all are saying. My back was turned again to the chalkboard. Did somebody leave the room? Did you pull somebody's chair out from under them? What are you doing? Spitballs? Wadding up paper? Blood Frenzy with Queen Beatrix. Already answered Mark's question. Yoke says you do the dungeon every day, then wait for a vault weekend and kill a lot of gnomes, right? The inner ring on Xbox has 2 purple. Devrant. Yoke says on the menu board on the bottom, go to the games, there will say dungeon. Sana says Leprechaun 2 times Queen Bee with wand. Yeah, 4K diamonds for each Ironhawk, yep. Yeah, you need 2 Ironhawks to actually use Ironhawk. And you need to have it fully traded. It's really bougie. It's kind of like the Eye of Argus earlier, but even way better. Way more useful and way better. But there's troops like that in the game where you got to get 3 of them and they have to be fully traded. But 2 is a good start, because that's for farming gaps, and you can farm versus 2, and it's better than Rowan. Shell says investment, you totally get your money back. Yep, 100%. You'll have 4,000 diamonds again in no time once you get your Iron Hawks. And all kinds of gems and keys and orbs and tarot cards and everything you'd ever want. Mark says, I'm at 15,000 VP already. Camping in Purple Blood Frenzy. String Fiddler is great against the Stella teams. You silencing them? That's so cool, Tyrion. Noonday Shadow, you got some good sleep. Yoke says, I have to eat breakfast. Your daughter's in town. Citadel Wars to get the glory task. Yep. Mark says, you have a knack for Goblin Team, Senny. I struggle with them. You're definitely good at them. This guy says, with all the PvP junk, this game is turning into a full-time job for sure. I was talking about that on the chatathon, and like as soon as they put that update in, like the first day I was kind of like, you know. But once you kind of like realize what it is, what it actually is, and what it could have been, and like what they didn't do, and it kind of makes me irritated. It's like one of the worst updates ever, in my opinion. It's not bad. It's just like they could have done so much more, and that's all they did. Like, you just added 30 battles. Like, not even. I don't know. It's like you get a couple more gold. You get a couple more like gold marks. That's the whole thing. Anita's standing on top of the desk doing the John Travolta. It's like the Breakfast Club or whatever. Rydia says exactly. Senny could have been true words. Yep. Goblins are your best team, Crow. All right, we got a White Helm restriction, right, for the Underspire. Oh. It's probably going to be similar to the... Like, you definitely want Guard's Avatar, huh? Probably Mercy. You don't have to use Retribution now. Angry Mob. Potentially. And that's it. Weapon. I don't cheat in weapons. If you do, that's fine with me. I'm not saying don't do that. But I don't like to do it for my videos. Green, red, or yellow, brown. Or green, brown. Guess we'll go with this again. The Mercy can go into the Guard's Avatar, and then the Shield can help get up the Guard's Avatar. We need one more troop. Maybe Angry Mob. But then it would be like all in on Guard's Avatar. But hey, it's the Underspire. Could do Solaris. It's up to you. I feel like Supernova's team from earlier, maybe. I think I'm going to go all in. Because Angry Mob actually does some damage. And then all the yellow is going to go to Guard's Avatar. So he looks like he's buried. But I don't know. This will work like the whole way through, probably. Class. Tons of brown. So what does that mean? Put it in the chat. Banner. Tons of brown once again. We got green, brown, red, yellow. So we can minus purple. Cool if we could get brown, red. There we go. So I'm going like a lot of mana generation around a Guard's Avatar. But for these early battles, you kind of... That's all you need. Yeah, so it wouldn't be a horrible week to throw event keys, but depends how religiously you're saving for Ironhawk. I feel like there's an extra turn somewhere, but let's do this. There's the Avatar. Yeah, he's good for a lot of stuff. He's not like, you're not going to use him if you have everything, like I said before, but sometimes it's a color restriction thing or a before you get a Stellarix thing. Definitely want your guard medals on. You're dreadful at saving? Oh no. This game is a lot about patience and consistency. I mean, that's it. Patience and consistency and being able to grind, which is like patience and consistency. Alright, who should we do here? Let's try him. Oh, I had an extra turn, dummy. This at least does damage. Might even flip-flop. Angry Mob and Shield of Vengeance, I don't know. But hey, here's a team for you. This will definitely carry you through the first few days. And it probably worked the whole way. I mean, you got a summon here, a summon here. You got a really hard damage dealer there. You could put something else down here if you want, since it hasn't done anything for me yet. I might consider putting another damage dealer instead of Mercy. Not needing, like, all that mana generation. I don't know what it would be. Maybe Solaris. You know, I say things as I make teams. That way, if you don't like the very specific team, you could change it slightly. So you could put Solaris in last slot if you want. That might be better later. So early on, we're just like, get up Guard's Avatar, cast it. That's all you're thinking about. Later on, you might need more than just the Guard's Avatar. So this uses purple. We got enough mana generation up here. That could work too. You'd probably change your banner, because you don't want to minus purple then. Minus blue. Another idea. And low-level players, you guys probably already know. You do gargoyles. Gargoyle. You could even do 3 of them if you want. Hold on a sec. Let's see here. I'm seeing if there's a yellow weapon that I wanted to use. I don't see one. We're blowing up. We're blowing up yellow, but it doesn't matter. What would be like the last slot? Guardian Pillar. Yellow and brown, barrier the first ally. Maybe High Paladin just to have something different. Then all your mana generation is going to be in that first slot. Just kind of... Could put like a tank that's not... I don't know if there's anything though. I would want it to be like not these colors. Silent Sentinel, that could be. It would be a mid-level team though. Could do that. Now you got a tank. And it's not blocking your weapon at all, or your gargoyles. That's kind of cool. Alright, class would be... probably Geomancer. We're using constructs. You want a 50% stardom. Come on, dumb. And then banner would be brown for sure. We got blue, yellow, green, brown, red. What are we missing? Purple. Yep, same banner. Bear banner. Let's go. Let's try this team. Gotta buy my torches too. This is really just here to be your tank. I guess it could explode a column. If any enemy is silenced, enchant all other allies. So if they hit us with skulls, they're gonna get silenced. So this would be, hey, I don't have guard's avatar. Oh wow, no more cheating? Darn it. Now you have to watch me. I never cheated. I didn't even cheat offline, believe it or not. You can believe it if you want to. I just didn't feel it. I was like, well, my teams are fine. I could cheat in a weapon and make them a little bit better, but I never took the time to figure it out. They caught it. Dang. And I wasn't even really talking about it too much. That's one thing, like, if you make a whole video about cheating in weapons and then it gets thousands of views, the devs are gonna fix it. That's what happened with the dungeon tool. Everybody was getting, like, perfect dungeons because I put out a video, other people put out a video of how to, you know, game the dungeon system and get perfects more often. And the devs then fixed it. The more you shout it from the rooftops on videos on YouTube, they're gonna fix it faster. So if anybody out there put out a this is how you cheat in weapons video, then, you know, you could thank them for fixing it, you know, getting it fixed. Now it doesn't work anymore. So it was cool for that tiny period of time, and they probably got a lot of views for it. But now they're the only ones that gained anything off of it now. From now on, they're still gonna have people watching that video too. I would guarantee, if there's one out there. I have no idea. I'm just theoretically. If somebody put out a video on how to cheat in weapons to the UNDERSPIRE and stuff like that, they got all those views. You know, some people saw it, got to use it for a little bit. Now you don't. Now you can't anymore. That person still has all those views, and people are still going to watch that video because they don't know if it works or not. They're going to watch it, then they're going to try it, then it's not going to work, and then they're going to leave a comment that says it doesn't work anymore, and it's just going to be more engagement. Like, the only person that's benefiting now is the person that put up the video. Which is what, you know, probably what they were... Anyway. People were bragging about cheating. I mean, I like glitching stuff, and I don't go too hard about it, and I say that you guys should do it. I just like, this is my moral compass for making videos, sometimes. I decided with that one to not ever show it, just in case people didn't want to do it, and I don't know. I just decided not to ever show it. Now, like, all my videos that didn't cheat in the weapon are still good to go. You can still watch any one of my videos. I never cheated in a weapon on any of them. So that's the good part about making videos without cheating in weapons. Now they're all still good. Unfortunately, the ones that are going to get the views are the ones cheating in the weapons, and then people are going to leave comments saying, oh, it doesn't work, and then they get more engagement and more people watch them. It's ridiculous how YouTube works. The people that win are like the slimy slime snakertons, copycats. But I like this team. Thanks, Shell. Took them long enough, yeah. Well, there's two teams. I mean, and if you don't have Silent Sentinel, which an Underworld legendary, that's easy to get. Like, I don't even think I need to show another team, but yeah, I don't really want to. I guess you would just do like Angry Mob or something. It kind of sucks because you got a bunch of red and brown. But eventually these gargoyles would get up and you would cast them. So what else is there otherwise? Like, you have no yellow. High Paladin, Gargoyle, Angry Mob. Anyway, I think I'm gonna stay with those two. The Silent Sentinel's so easy to get. Gotta buy my torches. Boom. Yeah, I think that's it for today, y'all. We did everything, except for we didn't do our Citadel fights, and we didn't do Epic Trials, but we'll save that for tomorrow. We'll do the faction event tomorrow. We'll do our Citadel Wars fights tomorrow, and we'll do Epic Trials tomorrow. If you still need Epic Trials, it's not gonna hurt to wait one day. You know what I mean? Like, you got all week. You're probably not doing every single battle if you still haven't, if you haven't done them yet. You're gonna all of a sudden do all of them on Monday. So I think it was a good idea from Beg for Mercy to do the Underspire on here. Let's catch up in the chat, say goodbye. King of Ravens is fun. It's really safe. Did I do a timestamp? No! I hate... Ugh. I hate me. I'm gonna guess. So, hey, if you're watching this after, I'm so sorry. I'll get you in the ballpark, and you might have to go back a little bit, or forward a little bit. Like, if you click the Underspire timestamp, you will be watching Underspire, but you might have to go back a little bit. I just guessed. Man, I wish I would've... Oh, well. Stuff should roll over vacations. There were certain streamers bragging about it. This means I will most likely stop doing full runs in Underspire since it's more of a chore. We'll only do it on super easy weeks like Stellarix, Goblins, Tesla. And that's up to you. I've been doing it without doing that. I mean, I haven't been doing it. I guess I shouldn't say that, because I just started doing it, so. Underspire is the ultimate test of the game, in my opinion. That's why I still love playing it. Haven't beaten Underspire yet. Yeah, there's some things that are meant for super high-level players. I mean, they gotta put that stuff in the game. I say this all the time, but you can't, like, every person's not going to be able to do everything to full completion. There would be no reason for a high-level in-game player to play the game if every single person could do everything, single thing to full completion. Why? If a beginner can get the 7th boss in the Underspire and beat the last battle in Epic Trials and do every Pure Faction 500, what's the point of being an in-game player with higher stats and a better guild and playing the game for years and years and years? Like, they gotta add stuff for high in-game players and beginners. Like, we don't care. Like, you guys are doing World Quest, and, like, if you're a beginner, World Quest, you get to pick that weapon at the beginning. Like, there's certain things you're doing that we're not doing. That's how it goes. And eventually you'll be doing the Underspire to full completion. Eventually it's something to work towards. It keeps you playing the game too. Like, if you could do everything all the time easily and get all the way to the end every single day, you would eventually get bored and stop playing. No problem, Shell. I feel ya. Sometimes I like to teach you to fish too, like, so you know how to do it on your own when I'm not around, but I'm always here too if you need me. Leave a comment, Discord. I need to get on Discord more, but I'm the type of streamer that's going to teach you how to, so even when I'm not around. Sana dropped the ball. Well, I was probably behind on the chat too. That's usually how it goes. If I don't keep up with the chat, then I'm not reading the reminders to do the timestamps. But yeah, like, share, subscribe, consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your good about the channel, comment below. Stream tomorrow. I'm shooting for 9:30, but you see how it's going. It's more like 9:45. We're going to do Faction, Epic Trials, Citadel Wars tomorrow. And whatever else. If we keep going, we keep going. And, you know, community tab poll if you haven't voted yet, which I'm sure most of you have. I'm going to end that pretty soon, like tomorrow or the next day. I'll end it, and then I'll start working on the video. Chatathon was great. I set a certain goal. We made it to that goal. That keeps the channel going. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, I wasn't sure when we started this year and we made this change to streaming mostly. I was really, you know, it's either gonna work or it's not gonna work. And if it didn't work, I would not be still going right now. You guys are keeping it going. Well, we're almost to June. And, like, we could have been done in March. So we're April, May, June. Like, we're going. So, June will be the apple juice stream. We still got May. We're still in May right now, but we'll get there. But yeah, basically trying to say thank you for the chatathon. It was amazing. You did it again. Appreciate it. Keeps me going. It's fun. 16 times in a row too. It's crazy. Every other month, 16 times in a row. But yeah, I got to go. Have a good day. Thanks for joining me. Sauna, Shell, Halton, Anita, Mark Nugent, Supernova, this guy, aka Mr. Z, aka CCPC. Juan was here today. Hopefully this fan hasn't been blowing into the mic the whole time. Sorry, it's hot in here. And the computer sucks. And we got Shell, we got Rydia, we got Crow. We got Mark, we got Chad, we got Clip Bomb, we got Yoke the Ham, we got Tyrion Shark, we got Mark Baldwin. Crow was here today. Got Yoke, Sana, Lady Alfhild, Anita, period. Shell, Halton, Pizza Time. Crow, Anita, Shell, Charles Wright, Camelot, Supernova, Mark, Yoke, Sana. Shell Houghton became a member today. We don't see that very often. Somebody choosing to become a member on their own. Welcome. And we must pray. I love it. Anita. Tom was back. Maybe you saw the chatathon, Tom. I was like, where's Tom? Maybe some other people I said that about will come back too. Could just be lurking. Anita gifted. It went to Yoke. That was perfect. You're a legend. Oh, yeah. Chad with the customary 2. Really appreciate it. Adds up, bro. Mark with the 2. Adds up, dude. And you became a member today from Sauna. That's super perfect. Appreciate it, Sauna. You're a legend. Oh, yeah. So that was like, you know, started it. We were parking lot DJ at least, having a party, shooting fireworks out of our butt. Hiram Hawk was here today. Looks like it was Mark, Sauna, and Hiram Hawk first. Alright, y'all. Yeah, we must pray for Shell. Have a good day. You're the best. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.